Just kilometers from the front line, a Ukrainian bomb factory operates under the radar. This isn't high-tech, it's survival. Like a weapons grocery store, frontline units come here to shop for weapons to take back to battle. For the first time, Ivanych, the man behind it all, is speaking out. He says his factory is responsible for over 30,000 Russian deaths. A legend that you are responsible for over 30,000 Russian deaths. Can you confirm this?
Більше.
I'm Audrey McAlpine with United 24 Media, and right now we're on our way to look inside of a Ukrainian bomb factory. Now, this factory is led by a gentleman named Ivanych, and he's the head of the 3rd Regiment. The 3rd Regiment is a special operations group within the Ukrainian Armed Forces. This is the first time that he's ever spoken with press. He'll be meeting with us today and giving us an exclusive look inside of this factory.
We're creating ammo trucks that work on the front line, reassembling old weapons and engineering new solutions. The range of ammunition we get is massive. Anything and everything. Take a javelin or NLAW from the front lines. Maybe hit by shrapnel but still intact inside. That explosive can power an FPV drone or be dropped on someone. Or take a grenade, add a counterweight or a tail, and now it's ready for aerial drops. Everything, what you know, and even what you don't, can be turned into a weapon. You just have to get creative. The main thing is safety. We're working with explosives. Anything can happen. Every bullet has a name on it. Whether it's for the Russians or for us here in the factory, you have to be a master of your craft.
I've got to be honest, the atmosphere in here is quite tense. You walk around and there are enough explosives to do some serious damage. Earlier we were walking and they showed us just a table of household objects. Each one of them was booby-trapped with different munitions. And even just now walking, you definitely want to be very sure of where your next step is. Necessity is the mother of invention. And in Ukraine, there's no luxury of endless supplies.
We can't afford to throw away ammunition like the US. In Ukraine, nothing goes to waste. Everything is used. Absolutely everything. We're not as rich as America. Sure, there's some brand new ammo, but it's rare, very rare. We can make better ammo for this war than the US, Israel, or the UK if we had the money. We've built weapons before, and we've done it well. But now, with no budget, we're left with nothing. Everyone's waiting for an American miracle or some foreign savior, but the truth is, we could do it better ourselves. Invest in production, and you'll see the results. Before the war, I was a businessman. But when it started in 2014, I joined because it threatened my family. And I'll never forgive the Russians for that. If you have a family and kids and can't protect them, then why the fuck were you born? Russia thinks they can come here and tell me what to do. But they're wrong. They claim to be strong and powerful. It's bullshit. They will be beaten. If we'd been better prepared, maybe this wouldn't have happened. In the past, we were distracted. But now, we're focused. Technology is Ukraine's path to victory. We shouldn't fight meat for meat. We don't need to let technology do the fighting for us. Drones in the air, drones on the ground. People need to sit down and figure this out. We have bright minds and successful startups. It's time to put them to work.
Many U.S. weapons sent to Ukraine are defunct, some dating back to the 1950s. Instead of risking lives with battlefield trials, Ammo is being repurposed to fit Ukraine's needs on an ever-changing battlefield where new technology, like drones, is replacing classical artillery. From our talks with Ivanych today, it's clear that though the West is sending a lot of weapons, they're not always the weapons that Ukraine needs, whether that's because they're defunct or they're just not packaged in a proper way. And that couldn't have been more clear, this contrast between old and new, which has come to define the war. And that was seen just where you see guys opening up these explosives, taking the parts that they need and repurposing them, using drones, using robots. And I think that, again, what Ukraine is doing is it's really teaching the West and the world what it looks like to fight a modern war.